visualize. Glynn Hodges. I'm down on the Tennessee River. We're actually, you see the camera is pointed downstream, right down at Ross's Landing, and there's a nice Albin trawler behind me. Today's video is entitled Attitude Determines Everything. Today I had planned on doing some errands and then getting my Jeep checked for emissions control in order to get my new tag. I'd had some work done on it, and so I assumed that the emissions timer or whatever, or check engine light, had reset, and I decided I would go on and get it checked today. Unfortunately, it hadn't reset. So I decided that I would drive it a while. I had read online about a procedure to go through to go on and make the computer reset, and I drove it for about an hour and a half at various speeds, whatever. Came back, and I then ran to the emissions control station again and had it checked, and guess what? It didn't pass. The computer hadn't reset. But you know what? I had the attitude, the right attitude, before I did that. I said, you know, so what? It didn't pass. It's just going to cost me an extra 10 bucks. Is 10 bucks the end of the world? I could have gotten upset about that. But, you know, I chose to try to get all of this accomplished in one day. And I rushed it a little bit. So sometimes, you know, want to and attitude and goals, we need to balance those. And I say want to because of a good book that I have been reading, When Want To Becomes Have To. It requires a strong want to accomplish goals. However, you have to look at realistic timelines in accomplishing those goals. I kind of rushed this one a little bit as far as wanting to get my emissions check done and over with in one day, even though I just had work done on my Jeep. So attitude does determine outcome. I made a good friend today at the emissions control station, and he said, you know, most people get all upset, but you didn't. Why didn't you? I said, well, I knew it was a calculated risk, and so what was the need? So anyway, remember, attitude does determine outcome. It could have spoiled my day, but I didn't let it. And you might check that good book out I mentioned, When Want To Becomes Have To by Gary Highfield. This is Glenn reminding you that your day will be just as good as you visualize it.